On American Hustle, Amy Adams finally got the kiss she wanted with Jennifer Lawrence, but it came after a lot of pressure and tension on set. But it left her with emotional scars that might never heal. But why did that kiss scene with her co-star cause so much trouble? And there is a dark reason why she wanted to leave Hollywood. And to find out why, let me take you back to her early life. Growing up, Amy Adams had to become a lot of things to ensure that her family didn't starve. From waitress to singer to nightclub dancer. And while this led to a few horrible decisions, it's probably the reason she found her way to become one of the highest paid actresses in all of Hollywood. Adams's family was so poor that they had to move from one army base to another, performing skits written by either of her parents. She was born in Italy on August 20, 1974, and she grew up alongside 6 of her other siblings. Her father, Richard Adams, served in the U.S. Army, and after he left, he became a professional nightclub and restaurant singer. As a child, Amy enjoyed following her father to his many shows, and that was when she started making the most of the wrong choices in her life. Singing in the choir used to be fun for Adams until she was exposed to ballroom music. Then Amy wanted nothing more than to become a ballerina. She trained and trained with hopes to tap her feet at some of the brightest stages in the world, but it was all going to be another disappointment. Her parents went through a terrible divorce, and Amy and her siblings moved in with their mother. Catherine Adams kept her home running with her work as a semi-professional bodybuilder, and she was sent into shock when Amy told her of her decision to learn ballet over going to college. Adams just hated books. Her only interest in school was the creative arts, and that was why she joined the school choir. So she refused to be convinced to continue in college, and sadly, it took her until she was 18 before she realized that she was just not cut out to be a professional ballerina. She decided to settle with musicals working in a theater. Her journey to the screens started in 1994 when she worked in a dinner theater production of A Chorus Line in Boulder, Colorado. Her job was to wait on tables, but Amy got into trouble because she always wanted to climb on stage to sing and dance. It didn't take a long time before she was fired, and that was what led her to the dinner theater at Country Dinner Playhouse. In 1995, while performing Anything Goes at the Country Dinner Playhouse, theater director Michael Brindisi spotted her and he wanted her immediately. He offered her a job and she had to relocate to Chanhassen, Minnesota, where she performed in the theater for the next 3 years. Amy learned a lot in these 3 years, and that was what made her brave enough to take up her first film gig in The Chromium Hook. It was a forgettable role, but the actress was ready to give everything to hit the A-list, even her life. Vanity Fair's blog revealed that Amy Adams worked so hard after this that she barely had time for herself or anyone else. She almost broke down, but that was when she decided to take a trip to Los Angeles, which became the trip that announced her. 25-year-old Amy Adams secured a role in the Fox TV series Manchester Prep the same week she came to, but things still didn't get easier. The series was called off, and for Amy, it was time to throw in the white flag. All she had been able to score were bitchy girl roles, and that was why Adams concluded that life was unfair to blondes in the industry. In an interview with Conan O'Brien, the actress talked about how she had to switch to being a redhead because of the stereotype around being a blondie. She said, "I'm a natural blondie, but blondes don't get treated very well in our society, so I enjoy being a redhead much more." Adams's miracles started after she met famed director Steven Spielberg. The director took a bet on her and gave her her first major role in his comedy drama Catch Me If You Can. She played Brenda Strong, a nurse who fell in love with Frank Abagnale Jr., played by the iconic Leonardo DiCaprio. The movie was a big hit, but it was then that Adams realized that fame is not all that it appears to be. Even a major role in a hit film could not save her career, and as she revealed, this was her rock bottom. Even Spielberg was shocked that she did not become more popular even after the movie's success. As she packed her bags to leave, she was called up as a regular on the CBS TV drama Dr. Vegas, only to be fired after a few episodes. This was it. "I choked," Amy told Elle magazine. "I can't do this. I'm not strong enough to continue with this level of rejection. It was, what am I going to do with my life? I was staring down 30. I was lost, confused." Fortunately, Adams had a pending contract on the set of Junebug, an independent comedy drama where she would play Ashley Johnston. a talkative pregnant woman. The director Phil Morrison was impressed with her connection to the character's Christian virtues. This was easy because Addams was raised Mormon until her parents got divorced. This role became her miracle, and with it came the validation she needed to break into Hollywood. She was praised by different journalists, and that was how she started getting contracts for different roles. Fast forward to 2007, and Amy Addams was chosen out of 250,000 actresses to play Princess Giselle in Enchanted. The fantasy film became a commercial success, grossing over $340 million worldwide. For this role, Addams got her first Golden Globe Award nomination for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Comedy, or Musical. But as this door opened, unfortunately, it let loose all the demons that only successful actresses worry about. Amy Addams was praised for her role in the 2013 crime film American Hustle, but behind the scenes, the actress was forced through miseries that always kept tears running in her eyes. Addams revealed that she suffered serious sexism issues at the hands of the director of the film, David O. Russell. He had a problem with his temper, and he always took out on the weakest person in the cast. It was even rumored that David so abused the actress that her co-star Christian Bale was forced to intervene before it became a matter of life and death. And Amy wasn't his only victim. She was not brave enough to do it until co-star Jennifer Lawrence exposed the director in 2015. That was when Addams quickly organized an interview with GQ years later to reveal her side of the story. And part of the shocking things she would reveal was that the director was not the only cause of her tears. Her role in the movie was also a contribution. She played Sidney Prosser, a seductive con artist who was emotionally damaged, and that was what got to her. Concluding the interview, Amy was asked if she would want to work with Russell again sometime in the future, and the actress vehemently refused. According to her, unless the insanity of his roles is mitigated, there's no way she would ever say yes to him again. While it was a hard fight, we could say that things worked out well for Amy Addams in the long run. She went on to win the Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in the 2015 musical or comedy Big Eyes. And she also received her 5th Oscar nomination, and all of it pushed her to the top list of the industry's payroll. With her career all sorted, Addams now had to struggle to find her way around other great things that money could not buy. Amy Addams raised a lot of eyebrows after she revealed that she might not be as straight as people thought she was. In an interview with Chelsea Lately in 2014, the actress confessed that it was her idea to lock lips with co-actress Jennifer Lawrence in American Hustle. Although she argued that it was what was required of her character, people still wouldn't forgive her that easily. Rumors started flying around that Amy Addams maintained a secret girl-to-girl romance with Jennifer Lawrence and any other woman who would say yes to her. Russell revealed that he was shocked when Addams suggested the kiss, and Jennifer refused to agree with them until the cameras started rolling for them. According to the director, Lawrence walked up to him and said that she was going to kiss Amy only because she wanted a lasting impression of their toxic conversation. So, the kiss happened, and last we checked, that scene alone garnered more than 2 million views on a private YouTube channel with over 500 comments from fans who praised Addams for such a bold move. Now, it's still unclear if Amy has a weak spot for women, as she has refused any mention of it in her many interviews. All we know is that the kiss scene with Jennifer Lawrence only happened because Amy Addams wanted it to. We can't say for sure if she did it for personal interest or because she wanted to spice up the film. Addams met the love of her life, Darren Legallo, in a musical class in 2001. Even though their first connection was really strong, they still insisted on going on multiple dates with other people before finally giving their love a chance. The couple had their first date a year after they met, and 7 years later, they engaged. It took another 7 years before Amy agreed to walk down the aisle with Darren on May 2, 2015. And in an interview with Allure, she explained exactly why it took that long. According to the actress, their wedding was stalled for so many years because of Hollywood. She was so desperate to hit her mark, and this kept her busy. She explained that this made her feel horrible, but luckily, Darren understood and waited for her. Finally married, the Oscar award-winning actress is doing everything she can to keep her love life away from the public. And it is all for the best reasons. According to Addams, the only thing she doesn't enjoy as much in her marriage is how tough she had to be to balance her role as a mother and a flourishing career, especially since her husband is also an actor. When she was asked how her husband copes with her success, she said, "He has sacrificed a lot." He travels with me and helps to keep the family together, and I really do appreciate that. But I don't value it because he's a man doing it. I value it because he's my partner. My husband is an extremely competent caregiver. This union got even more interesting after they welcomed their daughter, Aviana Olia Lagallo, in 2010. Like all other things that are extremely important to her, Adams is protecting her from the media, only giving us glimpses of her birthdays and other special events. So there's not too much known about Aviana except that she is a spitting image of her mother, and as far as we can see, she has grown into a lovely teenager. Amy Adams announced that she might just be the first woman in all of recorded history to reject a hug from the iconic actor Brad Pitt. And it was not even what she wanted. According to the actress, she had just been diagnosed with pink eye, and walking out of the set on that day, she heard strange noises. Following the noise, she was led right to Pitt, who was there as a producer of the Oscar-winning film Vice. She hated that the actor saw her in such a miserable state, and that was why she wanted to refuse him a hug on that day. Amy revealed that she will never forget that day. Amy Adams is no longer satisfied with just being behind the camera now. Recently, she has been flexing her production muscles, and her TV series Sharp Objects was a success, especially since she was in it. The actress is also on the board of directors for the production company called Bond Group Entertainment. The latest big news about Amy Adams is that she's expected to be in the films Night Bitch and Clara and the Sun, which will be released later this year. She will also receive the TIFF Tribute Performer Award at the 2024 Toronto International Film Festival. Adams spends her free time engaging in philanthropic work, supporting organizations such as the Trevor Project and the Girl Scouts of the USA. She also supports animal rights organizations and stands for ethical treatment of animals. Amy Adams, now 50 years old, is still as graceful as we remember her to be. She stands shoulders high in the industry as a testament to how far hard work can take a lady in a male-dominated industry. The actress currently lives with her husband and daughter in their $3.165 million Beverly Hills mansion. She has an estimated net worth of $60 million, according to CelebrityNetWorth.com. That's it! If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other videos of beautiful actresses from the yesteryears. As always, thanks for watching.